I started playing Ghost of Tsushima recently, and it is a good game. I love PlayStation exclusives. I'm really grateful that they came to PC because I built my PC like 1 year ago, and I've been playing a lot of games, especially the PlayStation exclusives. PlayStation, not only Ghost of Tsushima, but PlayStation exclusives in general have such annoying places where they limit the gameplay, like they limit the inputs. For example, in some missions it like makes you walk slower, run slower, and in some missions it takes away your ability to run, so you have to walk, things like that. It is annoying as hell. It is there in God of War, it is there in The Last of Us, but why Ghost of Tsushima? Like, why am I making this video about Ghost of Tsushima? In Ghost of Tsushima, there is less of like, taking away your ability to run, but more of putting you in a cutscene. Starting missions and doing missions is really discouraging because of this part of the game, and it is because whenever you start a dialogue with an NPC, it cuts you out. It like takes away all your controls, puts the black cinematic bars, and puts you in a cutscene. And it is not really a cutscene because the characters will be just their mouths will be slightly moving. Even though I don't like RDR2 like a lot, I'm not really a big fan of RDR2. The one thing it did good was the motion capture. The NPCs were like real humans. Like in the start of the game, I was trying to go up to every side quest and trying to complete all the side quests, right? But then as I'm playing the game, I realized that every single time you mildly interact with an NPC, even if it's like a word, the game completely goes out of your control and goes into this cutscene mode, which is incredibly annoying. Why can't we just roam around while listening to the characters? Why can't we? Why are we like forced to watch these inanimate objects? Because unlike RDR2 where there is motion capture, I'm guessing, right? I'm guessing in Ghost of Tsushima they animated the characters instead of motion capturing it, because in Ghost of Tsushima the NPCs and even the cutscenes are lifeless. So why don't you just, instead of focus on the fucking characters, why don't you just give control while the characters are talking? Let us do our thing. If we go too far away from the objective, right, just cut the dialogue and end the mission, something like that, or return to the tail area, which it does in missions, but it doesn't do for like talking to characters. This is why I stopped doing side quests in Ghost of Tsushima, because it is like so annoying. Whenever you like speak to an NPC, most of the time in Ghost of Tsushima side quests, the NPCs just ask for your help and you go help them. I don't give. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes okay, some side missions are good. And I was trying to aim to do all the side quests before like doing the main quest, because that is how you like optimally play the game, right? And also after you complete a mission or an objective, the game completely pauses for like at least a minute, and your character, it shows how much your character has progressed, and the mission name fading away. All that shit takes at least 1 minute. This happens before and after starting the mission and ending the mission. You can fast travel in this game like halfway across the map, and it will load in like an instant without a loading screen. But so it's obviously not a hardware issue. It is definitely like deliberately taking control. Is it a nitpick? It is a nitpick if I dig deep and I don't like one aspect of the game, one niche aspect of the game, and then I complain about the whole game. That is called nitpicking. But here this happens before and after every mission, while talking to every single NPC. You can't do a single thing. That is more like nitpicking. That is a flaw in the game.